And hey, there's a clip floating around on Twitter of, what was her name? Ember Moon, old Satchel, whatever her name is now.
Now, before I say anything, I saw this. Are we positive? I mean, you can't work things that clearly you're laying in there, but I don't know, before we lambast her, are we sure they weren't working together on this thing?
Well, no, if she was working together, big shit, it was reckless. It was reckless. She was picking people up or picking this girl up and throwing her. She was all over, just throwing spuds from everywhere that you couldn't, that there was no working involved in this. It was reckless and dangerous.
What'd you think of the spot where she picked her up for a suplex and dumped her onto the floor?
That's what I'm saying. And this girl is a job girl, wanting to get a job, wanting to get booked. So I'm sure she'd say, yes, do this to me, or yes, I'll take this, or whatever. That doesn't mean you just need to grab people and willy-nilly fucking chuck them places. Or remember, this is the one that just tried to do that fucking fall away slam and fell backwards and landed on Britt Baker. What did Britt Baker's face? Broke her nose?
Yeah.
And we've talked about some of the other shit she was doing. What the fuck? She's landing that big wide ass on everybody full force. I don't know what her fucking deal is. But I made the comment on Twitter that if she'd have done that to the wrong girl in one era, she'd have been snatched bald-headed and have her tongue stuck up her own ass. Judy Martin or Sherry Martell wanted to try to do that shit with them. What the fuck? And what in the world on a YouTube show or a dark match or whatever this thing was shot for, would you even want to do something like that to some fucking girl, even if she was willing? Is the Mulkey principle, but the Mulkeys knew how to take the bumps, and they only took them from people they trusted, like Bob Eaton, to give them to them. And Randy Mulkey has still had multiple surgeries and replaced body parts. And here's some girl's been in business 15 minutes and is getting chucked around and landed on and fucking swung at wildly by this fucking goof. Fuck all of them then. If she was in on it, they're both stupid. I'd have fired both of them. One for doing it and one for letting it happen.
What's the agent's job there?
I don't know what the agent's job there is. Apparently, a lot of eye closing. Anyway,